When I was 20 years old, I started to study art, and at fine art school in Paris called the Beaux-Arts. And I studied architecture and fine arts. During my first year of study, I met an American guy called Larry, and he invited me to make a trip in New York in 1971. So for summer I went there, and for the first time of my life I saw graffiti art in New York, and I really flashed out on what I saw. I knew at that time that something really strange was happening in New York. So I kept this in my mind for a long time, for 10 years, just like that, you know, to say something happened in New York, I keep this in my mind, and maybe one day I will do something similar. I knew that the impact of the work I was doing in Paris, making rats or characters, I knew that the impact will be very strong all over the world. I assure you it's true that I knew it. I didn't knew that it took all my life, you know, to impose this impact to the people, but I knew it. I assure you that. The rat was a kind of joke, you know. In rat, it's the same word, it's the same spelling that art. So it was a kind of joke I wanted to make with the people. Also, Paris is full of rats. Absolutely, when you take the underground, it's full of rats. People are living with the rats, you know. And so I wanted to say to the people that, your city of Paris, you think your city is beautiful, but you have to know that the rats, they share the life. You share your life with the rats. We are all inspired by people. I'm very inspired by, for example, David Hockney. David Hockney, I took a lot from him. The difference between to copy and to be inspired, yeah. I don't know, it's a very difficult question. The thing I can say about Banksy is that thank you to Banksy because he put this movement of street art at a different level than it was before. Okay, he knows how to manipulate media. He knows how to manipulate the market, art market. He's a very strong guy, very intelligent, very strong. That's very important, and I'm here talking to you because Banksy, okay? Because you will never know me if Banksy didn't exist. So that's one thing. The other thing that he copies people, not me especially, but he copies a lot of people. I think it's a part of the game. It's difficult. I can't talk about that. It's a very difficult thing. Actually, I never met him. I don't know him. So maybe one day I will meet him and we can talk about that and can have some conversation about that. But now it's very difficult to talk about that. It's very difficult to be an artist. It's not an easy thing, you know. People think that to be an artist you will live of love and of nothing, but it's a big fight. It's a very complicated life. We have that's the reason also a lot of young artists, they get famous and they take drugs and they lost their life very easily because it's a very difficult life. And so I was talking about that before, that I think we are living now a transition in art, you know, because everybody has an access in art now. In the past, only an elite of people had an access in art, rich people or very well educated people. Now everybody has an access in art. And I really think that we are living a transition, and it's a very good, and we are the pioneers of this transition. at the beginning of the 21st century.